I already know. I know y'all upset with me because you probably wanted to see the car in the last video, but you couldn't see the car. I couldn't see it. Like I told you, I couldn't see the car. If I can't see it, you can't. What makes you think you can see it? All right. If I can't see it, you can't see it. All right. Let's just get that out the way. Anyway, before we get started, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay updated when I release new content. I'm just doing a new thing, and my whole purpose with this is to educate people on cars and to show my life with cars because I've been around cars my whole life. So just go ahead and comment, like, subscribe to the channel. It will help me out greatly. Let's get to the video.
I need to get by. As long as you got me, then baby, you know that you got me. You're all I need. No, it's only to get by. Are you taping this, Jerry? Oh, okay.
Change somebody's life.
I got my main man, Alan No Wrench, with me.
How's it going, man?
The mechanic, the man
Yes,
of the
sir,
hour.
yes, sir.
So telling them a little bit about, so they don't know what kind of car I have yet.
Okay.
But kind of let them know what are we gonna be doing on it today.
So we're gonna be doing a little bit of general maintenance, but also repairs as well. Obviously, transmissions out on it.
I heard that.
We're gonna go ahead and do gallery gaskets. We're gonna do water pump. We're gonna take care of the oil gaskets. We're gonna do every gasket we can think of. VQs are notorious for oil leaks.
Right.
So we get that taken care of.
So this is the car. It's got a little damage right there. It's an 05 FX35. I am the third owner of it. I mean, it needs some TLC, but overall, this thing is not bad, which is why I bought it. Here's the interior. It's got some rips only on the front two seats. And of course, it needs to really detail it out. It's got those 20s that I really like, the sport 20s. So I'm thinking cause these tires are like brand new on there. So I'm thinking that once the tires get low or whatever and I need to put new tires, I'm gonna keep the stock wheels, just put a lower profile tire on it and put coilovers and spacers. And I can't wait to do that.
I think I could be wrong. Oh yeah, they use different setup. So I thought they were the same stuff as G's.
No, it's not. I already looked them up.
The coilovers for them and everything. So.
Yeah. I mean, this thing is pretty clean, y'all. Needs some work. I really didn't even have to do a lot of the stuff that I'm doing on it, but I know I plan to keep it for a good minute. So I just want to go ahead and do it. And plus, for the price I got it at, I mean, it's worth it. So
it's pretty sick.
I love it.
You pretty much think of this as like a wagon G35.
Right. I was just about to say that. That's exactly what you put that in my mind. I think these are faster than G35s, right?
Stop. For stock, yeah, they're a little bit because they put more torque down because they're bigger vehicle.
Right. I see. My car looks like this right now, but in a couple days, it's fixing to look like this. Like they finna have all the whole front end out, all the engine, transmission, and we finna revamp this whole FX35 to get it back on the road in pristine condition. So I got my main man, Alan No Wrench. He's gonna go in and try and crank it. Y'all hear that? That's the sound of struggle. So we're gonna address all this. That's why I'm here with Alan, my main man right now. The condition of my car, that FX35, would really speak spiritually right now, because I can see, most people wouldn't be able to see beyond the squeak, wouldn't be able to see the beauty beyond the transmission problem, wouldn't be able to see the beauty and beyond the rips in the seats, wouldn't be able to see the beauty beyond the water in the headlights, beyond all of the other problems that we are going to be addressing on this vehicle. Most people would have really disregarded the car. They would have just left it there. They would not have seen any value in it. But because I can see the beauty in the actions. I can see the diamond in the rough. I'm going after it, and I'm finna make it everything that it needs to be. I'm about to restore this thing back to its former glory. I'm really trying to go all stock back with it. Really not trying to do much too crazy with it, you know, because it is going to be my daily driver. So I'm not trying to, like I said, I'm not trying to do nothing crazy with it. I am going to be addressing the body work that it needs on the right door, the right rear door, and the right quarter panel. And I think this front door up here, I might be able to fix this with PDR. I might be able to fix this little dent with PDR right here, maybe. But this other stuff, I know for sure that can be taken out. They just need to be pulled a little bit. I'll get a new wheel opening molding for that. And it needs a detail and a buff pretty much. So this thing still has lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of life left in it.
So tonight we're gonna have the engine on the stand. We're gonna break everything down, get the timing or the galley gaskets done, get valve covers done, oil pan, rim and seal, everything all assembled. That way we can try to go ahead and get everything finished up tonight, have it back in the car tomorrow, and then have it back before the end of the weekend. This is all build up over time, like everything. This is also what it's from somebody not doing oil changes at the right intervals. They were probably just getting changed pretty much when they could, and then all this build up happens, all this nastiness,
Mm-hmm.
So what we're gonna do is we're actually bring the oil pan, the front cover, the lower oil pan. We're gonna bring it to the car wash, power wash everything, get all nice and cleaned up. We're gonna use some brake clean to try to get all this cleaned up as much as possible. Brand new timing set, water pump, oil pump, and thermostat. So should be good to go after that.
They've got it cleaned up okay. They're gonna clean it up a little bit more. But he said he put some degreaser and then he put some brake cleaner on top of it. They just took it right off. Looks like they got
We got a long way to go though, because it's still got a lot of build up on it.
Yeah.
But we'll get all that off. And then also, like as you can see already, what's happening is like some of that rust is already starting to form. But then once you get the oil flowing again,
It'll come on right
you don't have
off.
to worry about it.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I'll get finished up tonight, and then get the timing set back on the rest of the way. Already got water pump replaced. Already got oil pump replaced. Already got the galley gaskets done. We just gotta put the bolts in them. And then ready to go.
Ooh. We done ran into a lot of little snags with this car, man, and I'm finally able to go pick it up, man. So that's what we fixing to go do right now. We fixing to go get the car. It's been a long month, man. But this month has taught me a lot in terms of patience and in terms of consistency, because I have never filmed this long in my life. Like, I've never filmed anything this long. I remember in 2018, I wanted to start a vlog, a car vlog, actually, like what I'm doing right now. It didn't last a week. Like, I filmed one video and that was it. It's teaching me to stick to it no matter what. And I like that, because this season of my life, I've been just really trying to stay committed to things, and really trying to stay faithful, and really trying to stay consistent. And this is one of those areas that it's really tried me. So let's go get the car. Rev it up. Now, this is where things kind of took a turn, He told me the car was ready. I go there, I pick it up, and I test drive it. I said, let me test drive it before, you know what I'm saying, before, make sure everything is okay. We just took apart the engine. We just did the timing chain, the gallery gaskets, the rear main seal, the upper and lower oil pan gaskets, the oil pump, the thermostat, the water pump, put all new hoses all around it, put a new transmission in it. I bought new headlights for it because the left headlight had like a leak in it and was leaking water inside of it, so I got that taken care of. New camshaft sensors, crankshaft sensors, and I even bought a knock sensor and a knock sensor harness for it. Now, to keep it a Benji with you, I don't know if that's everything that I did to the car, but that's a lot. It's so much stuff that they had to pull the whole front cap off, take the engine and the transmission out just to get to all of these seals and stuff, just to make it easier on them. Now I go there, he cranks it up for me and everything. It sound good, you know, everything sounded okay. And then I go to test drive it, then I come back and all I hear is y'all, the engine was knocking like the police was at the door. So you know what I had to do? I had to put a new engine in it. I'm not too upset about it. At first it was kind of bothering me, and it still kind of bothers me, don't get me wrong, but perspective is everything. It was a lesson that I learned in that. I learned to count the costs because I didn't even factor in, like, would a new engine be cheaper? Like, I didn't even factor that in. I just was like, okay, if I replace all the seals on this one, then everything will be okay. Plus, the previous owner told me that he was, you know, he kept up with all the maintenance on it, and he was the second owner, and he bought it at 56,000 miles, and when I got it, it's got 195 on the miles right now, and I know that those VQ engines, I know that they can go a long time. Really, any engine can last if you maintain it and if you take care of it. I think that's why a lot of engines and a lot of cars get a lot of flack, because they say the engine's bad. Some of them are bad, don't get me wrong. Some of them do have poor designs. However, maintenance does go a long way in keeping your vehicle on the road. And honestly, that's one of the main reasons why I bought that particular vehicle, because the owner had stated that he had service records of him just taking the car in and doing so much work to it and this and that and yada, 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 and yada, yada.
I believed him.
And I don't think he was lying, because the car did sit for 2 years before I picked it up. So I don't know if that's some of the reason why the engine had so much sludge on it. Whatever the case may be, it's still a pretty clean car. And this was a very, very expensive but valuable lesson. I learned to count the cost. I didn't even factor in, would a new engine be cheaper? I just replace everything. Replace everything. And on top of that, the engine that I have in there now, it is so clean. Like, we had to replace the oil pan on the bottom. The place that I bought it from, they actually nicked it, getting it onto the truck. So we had to replace that. So once they took everything off, once they took the oil pan off, you could see how clean it is. It had like no oxidation in there, no carbon buildup. It was like a really, really clean engine. I went on vacation that next day, and I wasn't gonna be able to buy the engine until I got back. Now, I called the place before I went. I said, hey man, do y'all have this engine for a 05 G35? They said, yeah man, we're getting a shipment in right now. And so I also consider it a blessing, because like, if I would have originally bought the engine to begin with, I probably would not have gotten this clean of an engine. And so you know, you just have to always focus on the good in situations like that. Yes, it cost me, but money is replaceable, and it's not the end of the world. I learned a lot going into this, and so we're just gonna keep it moving. We're not gonna stop. We're not gonna quit just because of this one little mistake, one little detail that I missed. We're gonna keep going, and we're gonna get better. That's all a part of life, right? Be gracious to yourself. This place has like 6 engines for me to choose from. I don't like how this one looks. Choosing the one that looked the nicest. That one there. I like these little trucks y'all got too.
Thanks.
Where'd y'all get those from?
Everything that you see over here, they're imported.
The white little trucks too?
Yeah.
I heard that.
All we have left now is a drive shaft, exhaust, and all the front stuff, and it's ready to go.
Yeah, it looked like it. It looked like it. Man, I don't know if you could tell like how, but it looks really clean.
Oh yeah, the fact you still see all the zinc on everything, you know, it's very, very clean.
Do you think they cleaned it, or you think?
They usually power wash them before they, but like even so, they usually have like this engine has no leaks whatsoever. It doesn't even look like it's been like opened up at any point.
Right.
So usually about 60,000.
60,000, and I picked this one out. Like that's, I'm really glad.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that I picked this one out because there was another one that he was trying to sell me. It had like oil leaks all over it, and it was pretty dirty.
Yeah.
And this was the cleanest. He had like 6 different ones, and this was the cleanest one. So I was like, yeah, give me this. No.
Yeah, all you need more swapped over. We just gotta. What we got left now is, like I said, put all the front stuff together, put the drive shaft in it, and hopefully everything fires up nicely, and it's good to go.
So where do we stand with the car now? Well, it's running, it's driving, it's doing doggone good. Everything is good on it. It drives really, really well. I'm very, very, very happy with my purchase. And I just want to shout out my mechanic right now, man, because he really helped me out along this way. It's been almost 2 months since he's been there, but he's kept me updated on a lot of things, and I don't blame him for the engine going bad. I just think that if we would have taken the engine completely apart, which that wasn't even on the table, but if we would have taken the engine all the way apart, we could have got more of that sludge out and cleaned it up and put it back together fairly well, and it would have been okay. I think it was one of those things where, like, you know, if you've heard that saying where they say if you got a transmission with this many miles, then don't change the fluid or the filter on it, because then you'll have transmission problems. I think this was one of those kind of cases because it just had so much sludge and everything, and it was keeping the engine together. It was probably already holding on by a thread, but it really kept that engine together. And Alan, you know, he worked out something with me. He threw the engine in for me for free. And I'm very, very grateful for that because he didn't have to do that. And so I'm just gonna pay all of this forward, man. And I'm just grateful for where we are. So that's pretty much the video. I want to thank each and every one of you all for staying to the end, rocking with me to the end, and we just gonna keep the content going. And one more thing, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video with your friends, and stay tuned for more content because more content is on the way.